Hello children, how are you all? Hope you all are safe and happy at home. I welcome you all to today's English class. Students, after doing quite a number of grammar topics, there are lots of exercises, assignment, revision assignment, I thought, why not do some poetry today? How about it? Yes, I'm sure you would have liked the idea. Children, poetry is a beautiful form of expression. Expression of your feelings, your thoughts, beliefs, and lots more. And I'm sure you would agree with me that reciting poems is always soothing. It has a very calming, a very relaxing effect. And do you know which poem are we going to do today? Okay, let me tell it to you. The title of the poem that we are going to do in today's session is Evening. It's written by a very famous poet, Thomas Miller. Yes, this is our poem, Evening. Children, you also must be praying to God in the morning after you wake up, or probably during the evening time before you go to bed. Yes, we all do that. This poem is about the evening prayer of a little boy. So, would you like to recite it with me? Okay, let's get started. Okay, these are the three stanzas of the poem, the first three stanzas of the poem. The day is past, the sun is set, and the white stars are in the sky, while the long grass with dew is wet, and through the air the bats now fly. The lambs have now lain down to sleep. The birds have long since sought their nests. The air is still and dark and deep. On the hillside, the old wood rests. Yet of the dark I have no fear, but feel as safe as when 'tis light. For I know God is with me there, and He will guard me through the night. Wow, how beautiful it is. Yes, we will now recite it stanza by stanza, and I'll explain you the meaning. Children, it's a very beautiful poem written by Thomas Miller. The day is past, the sun is set, and the white stars are in the sky, while the long grass with dew is wet, and through the airs the bats now fly. In this, the poet is saying, the day is past and the sun is set. The day is past means it is over. The day is now over and the sun is set. Sun is set means, again, this is an indication that the day is over. Yes, children, we very well know that sunset is the time in the evening when the sun disappears, or you may say when the daylight it fades away. That is the time when the sun is set. So the day is past. The day has passed. The day is over. And the sun has also set. That means it is evening time when the sun has already set. And the white stars are in the sky. And children, what do we see in the night sky? Yes, very good. We see the stars. So, it is saying the white stars are in the sky. And the sky, it appears to be very dark during the evening time or during the night time. So, the stars, they appear to be white in color. So, he's saying the white stars are in the sky. That means this is a time of evening, late evening. While the long grass with dew is wet, and through the air the bats now fly. While the long grass with dew is wet. What is dew? Children, dew means, tiny drops of water that form on cool surfaces at night. You might have seen dewdrops on, maybe if you happen to visit a park during the morning time, then you see small dewdrops on the petals, or you may see dewdrops. Sometimes it is there on the surfaces of your vehicles also, like your car, your leaves, small droplets of water. So he's saying while the long grass with dew is wet. So the long grass with dew is wet. Wet means moist. That means it has water content. So the long grass is wet with dew. Is wet because of the dewdrops. And through the air the bats now fly. And what is flying through the air? The bats. Bats, they are going back to their homes, so they are flying in the sky. So what we have understood from the first stanza is that the day is over and the sun is set. That means it is the evening time when the sun is disappearing and the daylight is fading away. And white stars, they can be seen in the sky. The long grass is wet with dewdrops, and through the air the bats now fly, and bats are flying through the air. Let's move on to the second stanza. The lambs have now lain down to sleep. The birds have long since sought their nests. The air is still and dark and deep. On the hillside, the old wood rests. Okay, the lambs have now lain down to sleep. The lambs, they have now lain down to sleep. That means they have also gone to sleep. Yes, we can see in the picture also over here. Lain, it's the past participle form of lie. Lie means when you lie down. So the lambs, we can see lambs over here. The lambs have now lain down to sleep. That means because it is the evening time, it happens with all the living beings, be it human beings or animals, after working hard throughout the day. At night, we take rest. Similarly, the lambs have now lain down to sleep. The lambs are lying down to sleep. The birds have long since sought their nests. Now children, the same thing happens with birds also. The birds, they fly in the sky throughout the day. What do? Yes, they find food for themselves, for their little ones. And when the sun sets, in fact, before the sun sets, what do they try? They try to go back or reach back to their nests. That is their home. So the birds have long since sought. Sought means found. Now it's been some time, have long. That means it's been some time that the birds have also found their nests. The birds have also found the way to their nests and they have reached their nests. Nests, that means the place where the birds live. The air is still and dark and deep. Yes, children, the air is still. Still means, yes, at a particular place. It's not the air. During the day, there is a lot of hustle bustle. Everybody moves and there is a lot of movement. So during the evening time, everything is settled. The air is still and dark. Because it's the evening time, it's dark and deep. On the hillside, the old wood rests. Wood means forest here, where lots of trees are there. On the side of the hill, the old wood, that is the old forests, is there. Rests means, over here rest means, the old wood rest means is the old forest, it stays near the side of the hill, on the hillside. So children, what we have learnt in the second stanza, the lambs have now lain down to sleep. The lambs, they have lain down to sleep. The birds, they have also found the way to their nests. And their air is dark and deep and still. It is calm. And the old wood also rests on the hillside. Then the poet says, "Yet of the dark I have no fear, but feel as safe as when 'tis light. For I know God is with me there, and He will guard me through the night." Okay, that is so beautiful. He says, "Yet of the dark." Yes, in these two stanzas, we have come to know that it is the evening time. The day is over and the sun has also set. So, and the air is dark and deep. So, because it is the evening time, the stars are also, white stars can also be seen in the sky. Still the poet says, "Yet of the dark I have no fear." That fear means, yes, it means still I am not afraid. I don't have any fear. That means I'm not frightened. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid of the dark. Like many children, they are afraid of the dark. They don't want to go out in the dark. Right? He says, still, I have no fear of the dark. I'm not afraid of the darkness that is outside, but feel as safe as when 'tis light. He's saying, I feel as safe as when 'tis light. Yes, children, you might be finding this word "tis" strange. You might not have come across such a word earlier. Children, "tis" is the short form of "it is." Right? "Tis" over here refers to "it is." So he says, but feel as safe as when 'tis light. Children, we all feel safe when it is daylight. We all can move out. Yes? But generally parents tell their children to stay inside, indoors, when it is dark. Why do we feel safe? Because it is daylight outside during the day and we feel that there is no harm. Similarly, he is saying, I feel as safe as when it is light. "Tis" means it is. So the poet says he feels equally safe in the evening time also. When there is darkness outside, he feels equally safe like he feels during the time when it is light outside. Why does he do that? Why does he feel like that? Now the reason is given in these two lines. For I know God is with me there, and he will guard me through the night. Yes, that is the reason. For means because. Because I know. I know means I am aware that God is with me there. That God is there with me. God is always there with me. And he will guard me through the night. He will guard means yes. Guard means protect. He will protect me through the night. So it is because of the God. Yes, the caring of the God, because the poet, he believes in God. He feels that God is there with him. And because God is there with him, so he feels equally safe during the evening time also as he feels during the daytime. That is why he has said that, but I feel as safe as when 'tis light, for I know God is with me there, because he knows that God is there. He'll protect him. He'll take care of him. And he will guard me through the night. And he will protect me through the night. So children, in this stanza, what has been told is that the poet feels safe in spite of the darkness outside, because of his strong belief in God. Right, children? So, these are the first 3 stanzas of the poem. There are a total of 6 stanzas in the poem, right? So, I hope you have understood all 3 of them. So what is the poet describing in this poem? In the first 3 stanzas, he is describing his feelings when the evening sets in and a gloomy darkness fills the atmosphere. Although there is darkness, still the poet is not afraid of anyone. He does not fear anyone because he feels that God is always there with him. God has always been there with him, and God is going to protect him through the night. Not just through the night, he feels that during all the times God is there always and always for his protection. Right, children? So, you have to recite these 3 stanzas of the poem at home. Let us recite them once again. The day is past, the sun is set, and the white stars are in the sky, while the long grass with dew is wet, and through the air the bats now fly. The lambs have now lain down to sleep. The birds have long since sought their nests. The air is still and dark and deep. On the hillside the old wood rests. Yet of the dark I have no fear, but feel as safe as when 'tis light. For I know God is with me there, and he will guard me through the night. So children, that's all for today. We have done the first 3 stanzas of the poem Evening. The next 3 stanzas we'll do in our next session. You have to recite these 3 stanzas at home nicely and try to understand. I hope you have understood the meaning of the poem and recite them nicely at home. That's all for today. Take very good care of yourselves. Stay blessed. Bye bye.